Hello.
Hi. Now it's working,
Good
isn't it?
background. That's an impressive background of knowledge. So, so
Well,
much
my
knowledge.
paintings are not there anymore, but fortunately I live very close to my studio, so I ran. It was pretty athletic, but now I am here, ready to talk.
Yeah, yeah,
The
all
cyber
good. I
space is
think we're all
pretty
black.
unpredictable. Oh, sorry.
All good. All good. So just a quick intro for the people that are listening. Ivana is a Chilean Peruvian artist born in Lisbon, currently living and working in Leipzig, Germany. Hopefully soon to be in Berlin.
Yes,
She had her first solo show in Berlin at Weserhalle. That's this gallery.
I had the honor, yeah.
That was in November, when it was all normal and less journey, you could say. How are you? What have you been up to since then?
Hi, I have been painting a lot
Yes.
and keeping busy. So yes, lots of things are coming, and in terms of work, and lots of shows are postponed, of course, like everyone at the moment had to postpone everything, and but that doesn't mean that the work stops. So I keep working in the studio, yeah.
So the current situation hasn't stopped you from that at all? You're still quite focused in that way?
I still focus, and in a way, you know, in a context like this, I'm on the one hand very little changes, because you keep going to the studio, and when you are a painter the work is anyway pretty lonely. But on the other hand, everything changes, and lots of things change,
Mm.
because it would be also, I don't know, it would be weird to say that such a big situation like a pandemic doesn't affect the work inside of the studio, right? Because that's what the
Mm.
artists do, and that's one of the big, probably, contradictions that one has to accept, you know? That in order to somehow understand and give a form to what is happening outside of the studio, and eventually affect that, you have to stay within the studio alone, working for a long time. So in a way, I suppose that this situation makes that contradiction visible. It doesn't change that because in the routine you keep going to the studio and working, but it changes a lot because the artists are sensitive, and they see what is happening in the society and in the world, and then they do
Mm.
something in a way. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if you felt that, but in some way, maybe because you are used to working on your own and in isolation, somehow it feels like you're a bit more connected in some way because other people are now in that position. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense because I think I'm lucky enough with the job I have to be like, I'm allowed to express how I feel about the current situation. Some other people, in order to do a good job, they have to hide that. We have to show that and thematize that. So that makes you feel sometimes more connected, of course, with what is happening outside of the studio. And
Yeah.
sometimes those things become a topic in a literal way, or also not very directly, sometimes unconscious. But yeah, so
Hey Ivana, I was looking through your website earlier today, and there's an unusual section on there about a piece of work that was stolen. Can you tell
oh yeah.
us? We're curious. What is the story? We've never spoken about that, I don't think. What is the story behind that?
Well, I wouldn't love to know the details, but
I'm there.
okay.
I think the internet in Leipzig sucks. I don't know what's going on. But
Do you
I missed
I think everyone is using like the cyberspace at the moment, that it's probably pretty
too
busy.
busy.
Yeah.
It's too busy. So I missed the first part. So you've got a section on your website that says a piece of work was stolen, and just as you were about to divulge in that story, you cut off. It was the perfect
Oh
timing. So
no!
what
Oh
happened?
no!
What?
When the most interesting part comes, then cut. Well, no, I would love to know more about that. That's the thing. It's a and what I think is that that piece that was stolen is really hanging in someone's cellar, like a collector that has a very secret collection of works, organized. Sorry?
A naughty collector.
Yeah, the collector just sent someone to steal that work, and now it's hanging, I don't know, with other masterpieces in someone's cellar. Yeah,
So
that's my hypothesis.
So the truth is you don't know where it is and you don't know what happened to it.
Of course not, it was stolen. So unfortunately, I don't know. I can just imagine that is now within a good, but also pervert collection. But I don't know.
I would argue that whoever it is not a collector, but more of a thief. Maybe there's a sort of art thief. Of course, there's an art thief thing going on. Anyway, moving on. If you were to steal a piece of artwork, what would it be?
Oh, I know that because I have experienced that in front of a work, and that was in Bruges in Belgium, in front of a Memling Virgin that is in this museum that was a hospital before. That is such an amazing piece that I was looking at it and I just wanted to be alone in front of it in order to, I don't know, to pray, because it's such an amazing piece. And then in that particular moment, I really understood why people steal works and want to have them for them alone. Really?
Where was this painting?
Well, it's the Memling. Hi, I'm here.
So we cut out at where was the art piece? Where was the art piece?
Oh yeah, it was in a museum. It would be difficult to steal, unfortunately. That's in Belgium. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Bruges. In a museum that I cannot pronounce the name. That's very difficult. But that was an hospital. It was an old hospital, and now it's full of art. And it's an old Flemish painter. You know.
Let's keep going. Even if we cut out, we'll keep going. So Ivana, you're 31 years old now. Where will you be when you're 62?
Oh, I'm 30. Yeah, when I'm 62.
Sorry, you're 30. Where will you be when you're 60? Sorry, I didn't mean to age you. You're 45 now. Where? No, but seriously, where will you be when you're 60?
Who knows? I don't know, in front of a canvas, probably, with a brush. Or doing also other type of works. I will be in the studio, probably, yeah. But I don't know where my studio will be located. Yeah.
You'll be wandering the streets with a brush.
Yeah, definitely.
Ivana, you lived in Santiago, Lisbon, Leipzig, and soon to be in Berlin.
Yes.
What's one thing you would take from each city to be the perfect city?
One thing from each city? Impossible. I don't know. It's a hard question.
Real tricky. This is a tricky one, isn't it? I think there's another way we can do it. But let's keep going while we have connection. So I think we should move on to the quick round. So we've got a little quick round here where I'd say something and you have to have a quick response, okay? This might be a disaster given the current internet situation, but let's give it a go, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am, yeah.
Good. Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
No,
I didn't hear anything.
This is
Question,
part of the
quick.
experience, you know, like we're in quarantine time. Lots of people on the internet will look back at this and go, do you remember when everyone was on the internet doing live talks on the Zoom, on the Instagram, and things were cutting out? This will be looked upon as this is how it was. So,
Yeah.
let's get in. Coffee or tea?
Oh, tea, definitely. I'm a tea lady. Yeah, yeah.
Bacon or Hooper?
Bacon or?
Hooper.
Edward Hooper.
Edward Hooper.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's a hard one. I think
They're not
bacon. Yeah, I think bacon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bacon the food, right? We're saying bacon the food or the painter Hooper. Joking.
Yeah, I was like bacon, and I was waiting for something to eat.
Hockney or Goya?
Which one was the first?
Hockney. Hockney.
Hockney or Goya? Come on, they belong to completely different times, and
I didn't write the question.
I mean, boy, that's they are not. They don't belong to the same category. Okay, I don't know Goya. Goya.
Okay. Chile or Peru?
Again.
Chile or Peru?
Chile. Oh my God, that's so mean. I cannot answer that. There.
Back. Lisbon or Berlin?
Now I'm back. Berlin or what else?
Lisbon.
Oh my God. What a tricky, impossible question.
Painting or sculpture, Ivana? Painting or sculpture?
Painting with possibilities towards sculpture. But painting, yeah.
Choose one. Big nose, big ears.
Again, please.
If you had to choose between a big nose or big ears.
Oh, a big nose. Definitely a big nose, yeah.
Is it just a matter of perspective anyway?
Sometimes, yeah, that's a tricky one. Sometimes it's a matter of perspective. Sometimes not only. There are some principles as well. Yeah, yeah.
Kunsthalle Darmstadt or Weserhalle?
That's so mean. Both are pretty cool. Yeah.
In 2 words, when are you moving to Berlin?
Soon. Very soon. 2 words.
That's a good answer. Okay. Ivana, I think because of the struggle with the connection and everything, it's good to keep it short and fresh today, but it was a pleasure to catch up with you. Just to let everyone know, all 10 of you, 10,000 of you, that there's a great interview online at maymagazine.com, Friends of the Gallery, where there's a really lovely longer form interview there. But Ivana, we will catch up. See, the internet's working fine now. It's finished, isn't it? Look at it. It's working lovely.